臨過年臨 means near 啦嚇 ，when the New Year's arriving， 我哋臨過年去咗2個星期，就唔係去探2個星期，探咧 means visit 咧 just like English some word 咧 must be followed by some objects. Okay, you cannot just have the word without the object. Unless some words you don't need object. For example, I'm playing. Okay, but you can say I'm playing ball, I'm playing piano, but you can also say I'm playing. Okay, but if you for example I'm playing with my friend, then you must when you use with that you must someone follow or at least something follow. Okay, I play with my cat. Okay, I play with my friend. So when you say time you should visit some friends. You cannot just say in English also. You cannot just say I visit. Stop. Okay. At least you say I visit him. I visit her. I visit someone. Okay. So you cannot just say 話我探2星期。一係就探朋友2星期，一係咧就探親。If you just I understand what you just say 探2星期 but no person because in English you can say visit a place, right? So you can say that I visit Hawaii for 2 weeks and then if you already mentioned Hawaii then you maybe you skip I went there and visit, so there is no Hawaii, right? But in Chinese unless you say 我去in Chinese we even not use time for some place. In English you can I visit Hawaii, right? But in Chinese visit means time we don't say 我哋探夏威夷，探咧佢講啲探人探親。When you mean take a trip there, okay, for visit, we use 遊覽。我哋去夏威夷遊覽。Or just simply say 玩，我哋去夏威夷玩，遊覽啦， or 觀光 means 光 means the scenery actually. Of course 光 can mean the light, but 觀光咧 means the sightseeing. Okay, to visit the scenery. Okay, so 我哋去遊覽、去觀光、去玩，甚至去度假。Okay， 我哋夏威夷度假。But you cannot say 我哋探夏威夷 ，OK？ It's really fun that 要探夏威夷。你探親人、探朋友，或探同事，就係唔可以話探夏威夷。Or you visit some buildings, right? Some ancient buildings, right? You also cannot say 我探古蹟。You can say 我遊覽古蹟，我去睇古蹟。Okay, here you can say 睇啦， you cannot say 睇夏威夷。Okay， 睇 means just have a look, right? Or when you walk, then you take a look. So you can say 我睇啲建築物，我睇啲古蹟。But you cannot say 我睇夏威夷睇咧 means maybe you just look at it on the photo or on TV. Okay, if you really went there, then you say 觀光遊覽去玩so you should say 我哋飛咗去夏威夷，就喺嗰度玩咗2個星期，或咧觀賞2星期，喺嗰度玩2星期，我觀賞2星期。In Chinese you can also say that 我哋飛去夏威夷，咁我哋咧就係去旅遊，係咪啊？但係你就唔會話我哋去探訪夏威夷。Unless there are some friends there, or some people. Last time you have met some friends, you have make some friends there. Then next time, the second time, 我哋又去探當地人。如果係識探當地人喎，so that means the 探當地人，當地that means the local people， 當地 local。So the 探咧 in Chinese you must follow by person， 探人，探當地人，探當地嘅組織。But for scenery 咧 you can only say 睇玩觀賞遊覽like this， 觀光係啦，yeah。係啦，我哋遊覽咗你可以話我哋遊覽咗2星期嘅。If you really want to emphasize the you have used 2 weeks, you have been there for 2 weeks， 你可以嘅，但係通常咧我哋飛咗夏威夷玩咗2星期， 即係 you can use 遊覽啦I always said that in Cantonese when we can use one word we always use one word in spoken to be more colloquial. So you can say 遊覽 you can say 觀光but when we just in conversation we usually just say 玩 so you can say 玩咧 for many situation 乜嘢都可以玩嘅喎你玩吉他啦 play the guitar 你可以話玩啦咁我同朋友玩啦咁我去夏威夷玩啦咁你都乜都講玩得㗎啦，唔使一定話要觀光要觀賞要遊覽嘅but of course you can also use it 玩係唔係 no 必敗必我哋飛咗一個地方先，我哋飛咗去夏威夷玩咗2星期係啦我哋飛去夏威夷咧唔一定要咗unless your friends ask you you are not in your office for 2 weeks where are you 我哋去咗夏威夷嘛咁 and then 人家去夏威夷做咩去夏威夷玩咗2星期咯but if you speak two sentences together then you don't need to emphasize the jaw for 2 times. Then you can just say people ask you where have you been and then 我去夏威夷玩咗2星期嘛 then only one 咗啫我話我去咗夏威夷玩2星期either okay you can put the jaw in either one not like English you must put after between 2 words you must decide which word is after which word okay so usually I did after I finish homework so you must put the after to describe the action that to be done first so I ate after I finished okay yeah so here yeah係啦啱啦咁you can still add some more 我哋去咗夏威夷好開心咁玩咗2星期係咪 Hamburger Chinese so after making this basic sentence okay you have subject object you have a location and then you use the right verb just now you cannot use the right verb right and then now you add some more description 我哋去咗我哋去咗夏威夷2星期我哋去夏威夷玩好開心咁玩咗2星期好開心咁我話我哋去咗夏威夷玩2星期好開心嗱 when you put 好開心 at the end then just an adjective then you don't need to use 咁咧 to connect 嘅好開心 and 玩好開心咁玩咗2星期you omit the 咁 still okay but when you add 咁咧 seems have a better connection 好開心玩咗2星期 okay 好開心咁玩咗2星期 yeah 咁 you have learned in this way or such or so okay yeah so if you don't use 好開心咁咧 what can you use if I want you to add some more ingredient into that sentence like a hamburger Chinese now I take away the 好開心because it is made by me you don't like it you want your own choice so what term you can add into it好平都得好平咁玩咗2星期我哋飛去夏威夷好平咁玩咗2星期 because people all know that in Hawaii sure you the expenses is a lot but you say that 好平咁玩2星期咁就this is good okay or you can add 咧哇竟然要 before 好平咁咧要 add 竟然 that mean because it is out of people's surprise you can spend a cheap trip in Hawaii so you can emphasize the abnormal case okay the unexpected case 我哋飛去夏威夷哇竟然好平咁玩咗2星期或者話好開心 好開心you can add one more 喎，好開心咁咧，好開心竟然玩咗2星期，嗱玩咗2星期，好平咁玩咗2星期，竟然好平咁玩咗2星期 ，not enough， 好開心竟然咁平玩咗2星期喎，you see you see that is a hamburger Chinese you add one after one just like English you have a series of 3 adjectives together in their correct order. That is a good English. If you can really put 3 adjectives to describe a noun in the correct order, then that is a good English, right? The order cannot be wrong, cannot be it is not interchangeable, right? The order sometimes if they are belonging to different categories, right? You cannot change that. That is the rule of English. English actually you must follow the rules, okay? But for Chinese, sometimes you can change. Let me think about this sentence to see whether it can wholly change, okay? 我哋去夏威夷竟然好平。竟然好平咁玩咗2星期喎，好開心喎！要 put 就好開心係 the end， 我話哇竟然好開心啊，好平咁玩咗2星期 ，it's still okay。我話好開心嗱 ，but you cannot put 好平 before 竟然啊，因為要 discuss it can be so cheap，so 竟然咁平 ，OK？and then 好開心咧，要 put it before 竟然。我話 put for 好平 is still okay， or put it in the end。So here the change the order is not fixed。But you still cannot change all terms, all the orders of the terms. No, but you can, at least it is not so fixed. You can change some of that. Not like English. You must be there is a rule. Okay, you must decide. You must follow by the categories. But here no, just why 竟然好平 cannot why you cannot put 好平 before 竟然咧？因為it's so cheap. I'm so happy that it is so cheap. I'm so happy that it turns out out of my expectation to be so cheap. You see, in English you can also still speak in that way, but I cannot say that it is so cheap. It's so cheap. Happy. And suddenly no, okay? Unless you put it into a whole sentence. For example, 我哋去夏威夷竟然玩咗2星期哇！我好開心啊！原來好平啫喎嗱。If you make it into 2 sentences 咧 then of course you can change all the orders because you already separate them. So if they are just 3 terms putting together 咧 then you cannot just change all the orders, but some are okay. 好開心之後就唔好咁咯，好開心啊！竟然咧 ，that means 咧好開心very happily discovered 咧，哇！you turn out to be so cheap 咁樣嚇，咁所以咧就好開心發現啊，竟然可以咁平啊，好開心竟然咁平。Actually 要 omit 的發現嘅 discover 我話 find out that，OK， 好開心竟然咁平。竟然好平 ，OK， 好開心，竟然好平，玩咗2星期喎，yeah，good。